Good morning, ESOL students. It's Donna, the tutor. I'd like to talk to you today about Microsoft Office. You have Microsoft Office available in your Outlook folder. If you go to your Outlook folder, which is within your My FSCJ, you'll see just to the left of this word Outlook, you will see a box with tiny little dots. If you click on that box, you will open your apps page, and within that you will see Microsoft Office products. These are available to you that are free. One of them is Microsoft Office Word, and that is what we will focus on today. So because I have used Microsoft Office products so many times, this is now available to me when I press my search key. But also from here, I could type the word Word in, and in this search bar, and it would automatically populate with the Microsoft Office app. So I'm going to open this, and then you will see a series of templates will become available. I can have a blank document. There is a welcome to Word, which is a tutorial. I could also have a single-spaced blank document or a resume document. This is a template. Another one is a calendar. And if you would like to write your next novel, then here you are with a table of contents. But you could focus on the first few, either a blank document, the tutorial, the single space blank document, which are essentially the same really as the blank document, or the resume. So I'm going to open the blank document. And the items today that I'd like to focus with you on will be understanding how to save a document, the features of the ribbon, which is up here at the very top of our screen, some important keys on your keyboard, how to copy and paste, and again, how to save our document. So the first thing we want to focus in that we can't quite see because it's out of the recording screen is just to the left of this button that says Home. There is a word called File. When I choose File, then it opens up a series of options that start out with info. But if I go down to the word Save, and then below that Save As, this will allow me to save my document. Now, the first time I save a document, I need to go to Save As. Afterward, if I want to keep saving it, which I strongly recommend, then you press Save. So I'm just going to go back to our document. And let's now talk a little bit about the features of the ribbon. So this ribbon right here that we see, these features are on the home page. This will show us primarily the font options and the paragraph options. So we'll focus a little bit about that. One thing is there are lots of different font choices. I would recommend choosing a font that is clear and easy to read, like Arial, also Times New Roman. These two fonts are easy to read. I can also choose to increase the size of my font if I would like. And if I hover over the number, I can slowly see how my choices will increase. So I think I'll leave that at 16 point. Can also choose the color of my letters, of the text. Now it could be the automatic black or one of these other colors, and then they have a row of standard colors. In general, I would choose to stay with black. You would only need to change the color if you want to emphasize that text somehow. You also have bold, and I will show you what bold looks like. I have the option to go back up to the home page, but I also have the option to, once I highlight the item, the basic font grouping will appear above what I would like to do, and then I can just choose it from there. So I'll press that B for bold, and now you see that the text is much denser, it's much darker. I can also choose to italicize, which means it slants slightly to the right, or I can underline. We do either of these to emphasize the text somehow. I would need to change this back to the regular type though for the next row. Another important feature on this page is in layout. We have margins, which you can't quite see. It's also out of the recorded screen, but this would show you some various margin choices. The standard margin is 1-inch margins all the way around, top, bottom, left, and right. I could also choose my orientation, which standard is portrait, which means vertical, or I could choose landscape, which is horizontal. Let's go back to the home feature on your ribbons page so that you can see this portion of paragraph. Paragraphs allow me to change the spacing before or after my text, and it allows me to change my line spacing. It also allows me to change the alignment, and I can show you a quick way to change the alignment also within this paragraphs feature. So let me cancel this for a second, give us a little bit more type. Dear Mr. Johnson. Okay, if I were to begin a letter, for instance. So what I can do is highlight this text, go into paragraph, and if I want to take out the additional spacing, I can change the spacing after bar from 8 point to 0. Press OK, and you will see here how the spacing has been removed. Now I can also change the alignment. So right now all of my letters, all of my words are left alignment. And I can click on this to show you. Once I hover over that item, the information will appear that tells you that it's aligned left. And also it explains what a left alignment means. But let's say that I want to change it to the center. So I can just shift over one icon to left, to center. And again, it shows me what center means. When I press it, now this word is in the center. I can also choose to center it, to shift it to the right, to align right. And so these are some of the features within paragraphs. Two important keys on your keyboard, other than all of the letters and symbols, etc. One is the Enter key, which is located on the right side of the keyboard in the middle. When I press the Enter key, it allows me to go to the next line. Another key is called the Tab key. It is located on the far left side of the page toward the top. Pressing the Tab key will indent for me 5 spaces. Another important feature is copy and paste. To copy an item that we're interested in, I can highlight it, which means I just put my cursor in front of the item that or the word that I want to copy and scroll across it with my mouse. Doing so highlights it. Do you see how the color of this is darker? Now I can press Control plus C at the same time. Control is spelled CTRL on the keyboard. It's a special code on the keyboard, and it's located in the bottom left of the keyboard. When I press that and the letter C at the same time, that copies that item for me. That's copy. And then I will show you how I can paste. Paste is the same control button, but this time it's plus V. So I'm just pressing my tab button so that I can shift over a few spaces. And now I have pressed the word copy by pressing Control plus V. And that's V as in Victor. Now remember, when we create a document, the most important thing we want to do is save a document. In order to save a document, we go back to the file, which again, remember, is just out of this video recording screen, but it's to the far left of my ribbon. It's to the left of the word home. When I press that, again, this page with info opens. And this allows me to protect and inspect, manage my document. But I can go into the term Save As for the first time. And once I choose Save As, I'll have a number of features, a number of ways, places that I can save my document. I can save it to this PC, which means personal computer. I can save it to a cloud feature or some other electronic place. But I can also browse, which is what I often do. I browse and then I choose whether I want to save it to the PC or to a thumb drive. Every personal computer and laptop has a number of drives attached to it, built into it. Most will have at least 1 or 2. So once you insert your thumb drive, the drive letter will indicate. In this case, it's letter E. So when I press that, and then I will go into grammar and reading, my favorite place, and this will allow me to save my document. And so now you see at the very top of my screen, it is now called Arial, which is the word that was highlighted earlier. If I saved this to my PC, after the word Arial here at the very top, it would say Save to PC. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you